A hearty welcome to one and all. I am Rohini Batwal from Gokhale Education Society's JDC Bitku English Medium High School with 8th standard science subject. Students, in the previous chapter we have seen Introduction to Acid and Base, and in this lesson we are going to see chemical change and chemical bond. Can you recall, students? What are the methods of classification of changes? Second, what is the difference between physical and chemical change? Last is classify the following changes into physical and chemical change. Ripening of mango, melting of ice, boiling of water, dissolution of salt in water, ripening of banana, fragrance on ripening fruit, darkening of a cut potato, bursting of an inflamed balloon, sound of bursting firecracker, foul smell from a spoiled food. Students, during any chemical change, composition of original substance changes to form new substance with a different composition and with different properties. How to identify chemical change? Let us see. Take the lemon juice in a clean glass. Take 2 drops of the lemon juice in a spoon and taste. Add a pinch of baking soda in the glass of lemon juice. Did you notice bubbling around the particles of soda? Did you hear a sound on taking your ear near the glass? Now again, test it. Did it taste as sour as it was in the beginning? Students, many perceivable observations are noticed during the above activity. A glass is seen to be liberating in the form of bubbles. A low sound is heard. The white solid particles of the baking soda disappear. The original sour taste becomes mild or diminishes. From this it is understood that a new substance having a different taste is formed. At the end of the above change, the taste of the substance was different, means its composition was different. Thus, during the above change, the composition of the original substance changed to form a new substance with different properties. Thus, the change that takes place on adding baking soda to lemon juice is a chemical change. Sometimes some characteristics observation are perceived during a chemical change. This enables us to know that a chemical change has taken place. Chemical change and word equation. During a chemical change, the chemical composition of the original matter changes and new substances having different properties and different chemical compositions are formed. A chemical equation can be written for a chemical change if the exact change in chemical composition is known. Names and chemical formula of the original substance and newly formed substance are used while writing a chemical reaction. For example, when baking soda is added to lemon juice, a chemical change takes place in the citric acid present in the lemon juice and the gas form is carbon dioxide. The word equation can be written for this chemical reaction as citric acid, that is acid, plus sodium carbonate, that is alkali. It gives rise to carbon dioxide and sodium citrate, that is salt. This is nothing but the neutralization reaction. Always remember, students, first step of writing a chemical equation is to write a word equation by using the names of the concerned substances. When the chemical formula is written in a place of each of the names, it becomes a chemical equation. While writing a chemical equation, original substances are written on the left side and newly formed substances are written on right side, and an arrow is drawn in between. Arrowhead points towards the substance formed. Arrow indicates the direction of the reaction. Substances written on the left side of the arrow are original substances. that take part in the reaction. They are called as reactants. New substances formed as a result of the reaction are called products. Place for the products of a reaction is on the right side of the arrow. Chemical changes in everyday life. We find many examples of chemical changes in our surrounding, body, home, and laboratory. Let us see some chemical changes for which word and chemical equations can be written easily. So they are divided into two. The first is natural chemical changes. Again it is divided into two, respiration and photosynthesis. Second is man-made chemical changes, and they are divided into three. First is combustion of fuels. Second is cleaning Shabda dyes with dilute hydrochloric acid, and the last is softening of hard water. Let us see the first, natural chemical changes, and in that first is respiration. Students, respiration is a continuously occurring biological process. In this process, we are inhaling and exhaling the air. And you know students, we inhale the air and we exhale the carbon dioxide and water vapor. After an in-depth study, it is learned that glucose in the cells reacts with oxygen in the inhaled air to form carbon dioxide and water. The word equation and the chemical equation of this chemical reaction is as follows. Let us see that. Glucose plus oxygen means in the process of respiration, it gives rise to carbon dioxide and water. So the chemical equation is C6H12O6 plus O2. It gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. Try this, students. Take some freshly prepared lime water, that is solution of calcium hydroxide, in a test tube. Keep on blowing in it with a blow tube. What is seen after some time? Did the color less lime water turns milky? After some more time, you will find that a white insoluble solid settles at the bottom of the test tube. This is a precipitate of calcium carbonate. The turning of milky Milgot lime water means that the blown gas mixed in it was carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide plus calcium hydroxide, it gives rise to calcium carbonate plus water. Let us move towards the second, that is photosynthesis. You know that green plant perform photosynthesis in sunlight? A word equation and a chemical equation can be written for this natural chemical changes as follows. Let us see, students. Equation is carbon dioxide plus water. It gives rise to glucose and oxygen. And the chemical equation is CO2 plus H2O, C6H12O6 plus O2. Here we will stop, students, and next part we will see in the next video. Take care, students. Bye.